Alexa, start.
It's horrible.
Matty's wine and dine. We know what, we know what, we know what, we know what. We're a drinking, we're a drinking, we're a drinking wine and wine and wine and wine. And we're a drinking wine and wine. And we're a drinking wine and wine. And we're a drinking wine and wine. Matty's wine and dine. Woo! What's up? We're got a full-on jungle going on tonight. This Matty's wine and dine. Yeah, welcome, Alexa. Stop. Okay, so I don't own the rights to those music, and sometimes Facebook and YouTube they cut me off on that stuff. So, welcome to Matty's wine and dine, South African edition. Matty's wine and dine. We're going on a safari and drinking discoveries because that's what I think should happen. So we have it is a jungle out here. Not only do we have the chicken, okay? The chicken's here. He always makes it, right? But we also have some monkeys in the house. We've got a toucan. We've got giraffe, a rhino. There might be a crocodile in here somewhere, and other tigers and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys are hearing what's going on over here, we've got a live wine and dine. Our show. There's probably 500 people on the video and another several hundred of them on the phone that dial in to tune in to see what we got. But tonight we're making a bobotie. Bobotie is a traditional dish out of South Africa. I was searching. What's up, D? And so I was searching for this a good recipe, and I'm like, bobotie. What is that? Sounds good. And I'm looking at it's basically like this meatloaf with some added interesting touches. It reminds me of a shepherd's pie / meatloaf. There's a lot of beef in it, but mixed within that beef, there's some curry powder. There's apricot jam. There's chutney. Raisins are going into this thing. It's like mind blown. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it. It's very simple. And then it bakes for about an hour, which we already have one baking for an hour right now. So without further ado, we're going to get right into this thing. What's up, Judge Stanford? So Deanna, we should pull Deanna on as a special guest on here. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to put medium-high heat, which you can see we've already done some. We've already done the onions in there first, but I'm going to add some vegetable oil. A little bit in there. That'll be enough. We've already got the pan pretty greased up, so just a little bit. And spread it around. That pan is already pretty hot because the oven's hot already. It is cooking, so I am going to get these onions in here right away. I don't know if I'm going to add them all. This is about, yeah, that's good. Yeah, screw it. All of them. We've got, so this is, that was about 2 medium-sized onions. That's in there. So, we're going to need this. So, about 2 medium-sized onions. I'm going to soften these up, and then I'm going to put the ground beef in there. And then it should be time approximately to take what's in the oven out, and I'll show you what the mixture that goes on top of that. And then it'll go back in for about 30 minutes. I'll continue to make the second one. So, guys, if you are in the neighborhood, you need to stop by because there's going to be a ton of food here. I'm basically making this dish twice because I wanted to show you guys how the whole thing's made. What's up, Michelle? The penny? I want to show you how it's made. And I didn't want you to be sitting here for an hour, right? Just like, what are we doing? For an hour just watching the oven bake. It's like watching paint dry, right? So, we won't do that. We've already got it prepared. So there's been very busy today preparing for you guys. Onions are going. We've got salt, pepper to the mix. What else am I forgetting? The raisins already said. The chutney. I couldn't find hot chutney, but I got chutney, so chutney will go in there. Curry powder. Very interesting to go in sort of a meatloaf type of thing. And the apricot jam. Like, whoever thought to put apricot jam inside like a meatloaf? Well, the South Africans did. And this is called, again, it's called a traditional meal out of South Africa called Bobotie. Bobotie. And as you can tell from my outfit here, we're a little dressed for the safari occasion. I got my safari pants on. So I love that stuff. And we're making bobotie. This is a traditional South African dish. And we will be pairing this today with, only appropriate, a Discoveries. A nice Cabernet out of California. The Discoveries, because I figure, if you're going on a safari, we're going to be making some Discoveries. We are so... Yeah. Mom! The meatloaf! I'm not going to say. The family show. I can't say what other words happened there. Thank you, Holly, for chiming in. Hopefully your girls are watching. Corinne, Reagan, are you guys watching? Those shorts are nice. They're so soft, too. They're, like, so comfy. They're all furry and all that. They're amazing. So anyway, we're going to brown up the onions. We're stopping up the Holly. If you're any parents out there, this is an extremely easy meal to make. We're going to soften up some onions first in a little bit of oil, and then we're going to brown up some beef in there. And after that browns up, you add raisins, chutney, some apricot jam, some curry powder, and some salt and pepper. And that's it. And then it goes in a baking pan, about a 13 by 9-inch baking pan, and it goes into the oven for an hour. Easy. In the meantime, there's bread that goes in this too. Kind of like Texas toast. And then with the extra milk, I'm going to show you this in a minute. This is kind of in the middle of the recipe. But with the extra milk, I've whipped up 3 eggs into here and a little bit of salt and pepper, whisked it up, and this is going to go on top of the baking dish. And then it's going to go back in there for another 30 minutes. So that should be done by the time this is, within the hour. We're going to have this whole meal done, which is great. The wedding crasher. Of course. Mom! The meatloaf! What is she doing back there? I never know what she's doing. Wedding crashers. That was during Wedding Crashers, but that in a particular part of the movie was right on the funeral crashing. Yeah, it's the new thing, funeral crashing. So, great movie. Highly recommend that. Watch that. So good. And we'll also have, curry with raisins, right? Right. Ed, I totally agree with you. I've never tried both of these together. It's going to be interesting. Curry powder, raisins, chutney, and apricot jam. All in together with beef and onions, basically. So, going to be very interesting. Very interesting. You'll see. And, of course, a little bit later, we've got trivia for you guys. I've actually got it'll be the first 100 people that get on. So, I don't know. I'm assuming more than 100 people will get on, because I know maybe there's like 10 people or so watching this live. What up, Trapple? I miss you, buddy. I'm getting fat without you. Totally need you back. I got a trivia game that my sister Gretchen turned me on to, and I could put the link in. The quickest 100 people to get in there and put their name in, and they'll be automatically. There's 15 questions all about South Africa, so we're going to learn some stuff about South Africa tonight as we cook the meal. What's up, Collier? Collier, if it wasn't for social distancing, Daytona 500, man, or the Stingray 500, we'd be doing it. I'm putting it out to the universe that it is happening again. The Daytona, what's it? No, the Stingray 500. Guys, if you don't know what the Stingray 500 is, should I tell the story? I don't know. Collier, if you're listening, should I tell this story? This was back in our college days. Neely! What's up, Neely? Neely, you were you were around during that. Well, I mean, we went to college at the same time. Miss you, girl. Message me. I want to know what you're up to, how you're doing. You're probably living in Washington somewhere or something. But anyway, I hope everybody's being safe, right? Staying at home. If you can't, like, you got to think of some creative stuff to do. Okay? I will totally get in shape for that run, and it'll be a competition. And let's do it in Cancun. Next year, in March, let's go to Cancun and do it. Well, it'll be like, I don't know, the Oasis 500. But yeah, so we're on we've got on a safari, we've got all sorts of giraffes and rhinoceros, and we got everything here. So we're having fun at home. And, all right, so let me tell this story about the Stingray 500. I mean, why not? Let me get the meat in there, and then I'll start telling you guys about it. So, the Stingray 500, gosh, okay. So we're in college. We're going on spring break. We go to, we're going to UMass Amherst, and we're like, let's go on spring break, but we're broke college students. We can't afford much, so we're going the Stingray 500. So we're like, let's go on spring break. We rent a van, a whole bunch of us, right? A bunch of kids from the swim team. We rent a van, and we drive down to Florida. Before we get to Florida, that's a story for another time. But before we get to Florida, we go to New Orleans, of course, right? So a bunch of college students in New Orleans for a night of partying. We can't afford a hotel in New Orleans, so we just partied for the night, and then pretty much the soberest one, or somebody stayed sober, I hope. I don't know. It wasn't me. And they got in the van and drove everybody while everybody's passed out in the back of the van. We're driving to Panama City Beach. And because Panama City Beach, that's like one of the best places. Oh my gosh, they go loud over there. We got one of the best places to go on spring break, right? Panama City Beach. So we're in the van. Everybody passes out, including the driver. Actually, the driver falls asleep on the drive. Starts to go off the road, wakes everybody up. Yeah! Everybody's freaking out, yelling. Now everybody's awake, but hungover and just sleeping in we just driven 24 hours from Massachusetts and partied for a night in New Orleans, and then tried to drive to Panama City. We could, thank God, we all made it safely. It was great. Heather, thank you, Heather. They want me. Let's see. All right, if they want me, I'm available. We might have to pause the story, but here we go. They're gonna check in with me. Pause the story. We're on safari over here. We're on safari. You guys have got to check this out. So we're doing South Africa today. So we're going on a safari. I got my safari pants on. Right? We've got all sorts of animals. If you can see, there's a crocodile here. A little bit of crocodile. We've got monkeys hanging around. We have giraffe. We've got rhinoceros. We got all sorts of stuff. And of course, on a safari, you got to drink discoveries, right? Because we're discovering things. This is a very good Cabernet from California, from our wine club, and I figure it'll go delicious with this dish. We are making Bobotie. So Bobotie is primarily a meatloaf of sorts, but it includes, right now I'm browning up beef in the skillet, and I've got softening up some onions, but then it's going to go into a baking pan, and we're going to I'm going to dip some bread in some milk, and I'm going to break the bread up into it, and then I'm going to put in some raisins, I'm going to put in some curry powder, some chutney, and also some apricot jam. And very interesting flavors. We're not sure how this is going to come out, but then what do we do? A little salt and pepper, put it in the baking dish, and it's going to go in there for an hour. The good news is it's been an hour, and I already have a baking dish in there, so I'm kind of making this twice. You guys can get to see the effects of both things. And then the egg I'm going to mix up with the leftover milk from when you do the bread. There's milk, and then I put 3 eggs in here, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then this is going to go on top of the baking dish. So actually, let's do that now, shall we? Why not? Let me just do that now. Show you how this works. All right, I gotta be prepared with my mitts because this is, I'm sure, is going to be hot. Okay, here we go. So gotta get the proper mitts on for the safari. Okay, this is it. These proper mitts. All right, in the oven. Oh, whoa! Look at that. Very browned on top. That's good. At 350 degrees, you can see all the raisins up there. Hopefully you guys can see that too. Okay, perfect. You can. All right, now, so this was the milk. I put 3 eggs and a little bit of salt and pepper. This is going to go on top of this with a bay leaf. So, and then it's going to go back in the oven for about 30 minutes. So there we go. Beautiful. All right, and put a bay leaves. Where do we got the bay leaves? It's around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay. Put a couple of bay leaves on top. Okay, good enough. And now it's going to go back in the oven for about 30 minutes, and it'll be done. Whew. Smells good. All right. There we go. Okay. So back to what we're doing here. Again, it's just beef and onions, diced up onions are going to go in here, and then I'm going to take the same bowl, but we'll put milk in here, and we'll dip the bread, and then I'll rip the bread up and sprinkle it all in there. It'll kind of going to add some sustenance and size to this to help things stick together. And then a little bit of salt and pepper, and then the leftover stuff afterwards is going to get poured on top like I just did. So, put that aside. And of course, I've got South African trivia for you guys too. And I did it a little different way this time. I've got, Priscilla, I think I sent you the link. So what will happen with that link is the first 100 people that want to play will be, and once it's at 100, it's capped. So you'll click the link, you'll put in your player name, and then the game will start, and it'll be 15 questions. I think I've got it 15 seconds per question. So the game will move fairly quickly, and the quicker you answer, the more points you get. The whole thing is going to keep track of the points for us, so everybody can play. We won't need to narrow it down to the top 10 or 15. Everybody can play, and then the top 3 at the end can get points. Yeah. Oh, they're both really the same. I put the HTTPs in the second one. I don't know if you want to start the trivia just yet, though, do you? I mean, you could. Okay. Yeah, the second one. I think the second one's probably the best. And we'll drop it in, like I said, click the link, sign up a name, first 100 people, start the game, and it'll just go. And hopefully we can pin it to somebody's screen, so people can see it for the recording for the Zoom. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out yet. So you could probably share screen and just keep it going up there. That's my guess, but I don't know. But check back in with me in about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Did you get my message? Where'd you send it?
Okay. What's up, Chris Howard?
Okay. Next
Winter should. I mean, if you were in the neighborhood, I tell people if you're in Vegas, you're always welcome to swing by. Just let me know beforehand so I make enough food. You know, it's sucks when people are like, hey, 2-3 people show up here, and I'm like, great, I only cooked for 2, maybe 3. That's not fun. So, whatever, just let me know ahead of time so I buy the right amount of stuff. There was another episode at the grocery store today, social distancing in full effect going on there. Still no toilet paper, and there were some paper towels though. That's starting to come back. Still no spaghetti, still no pasta, still no rice. Very strange. Hardly any soups. I think the only soups were like tomato soup and mushroom soup, something like that. So I almost thought, because I'm like, where are the raisins? I didn't know what aisle the raisins were on. And I thought people were hoarding the raisins. So I had to actually ask one of the employees. I'm like, do you know where the raisins are? She's like, I don't know. This is like my third day. So they're hiring. Very busy. And I was like, oh, we couldn't find them. I'm like, are people really hoarding raisins? But they weren't hoarding the raisins. I just needed to find the right aisle. It was in the, like, with the section with the dried fruit and stuff. What up, Gooch? So, if you're just joining, we're on an African safari, and we're going through. We've got monkeys. Yeah, you can probably see the monkeys up in the corner. We are drinking Discoveries, which is a Cabernet Sauvignon from California. Just figured Discoveries was a nice. The Cabernet should pair well with the beef, and it's got like leathery hints. It's got some berries as well, some orange flavors to it. I think a little ruby red as well. So it should pair really nicely with this meal. We'll see how that goes. It's a nice, easy drinking wine by itself too. I also decanted this one. So I put this in a nice decanter, and it just, it's basically letting this breathe. It's the largest amount of the surface here, exposing it to a lot of air, and it is breathing, and it should get better by the glass as I go on tonight. Oh, what up, B Camp? How are you, buddy? What's up, Ronnie? Anyway, back to the Stingray 500 story. So, just to recap, we drove down from UMass on spring break. A bunch of us from college, mostly swim team members. We stopped in New Orleans for a night, partied our butts off, and then the soberest one, which I don't know if he was completely sober. Hopefully he was. I don't really remember, but they got in the van and drove everybody while everybody else passed out in the back of the van. The driver proceeded to pass out as well, and drove us almost off the road. Which, we start to get on the side of the road, thank God we didn't hit anything. Everybody wakes up screaming, ah! And anyway, the rest of us, everybody was awake from then on out. But we did make it to Panama City, Florida, safely, thank God. And we stayed in a hotel called the Stingray, or it's called the Stingray something. The Panama Beach Stingray, I don't know. But it was kind of a bit of a hike. From the main drag in the strip where everybody partied and all the clubs were and all that, and where most of the the students that had money, they stayed. We were broke, so we're doing on a shoestring budget. But anyway, it was about, we call it, at least there was a stretch of road once we walked. You got to the end of the strip, and then you had to walk down this road to get to our hotel, and it was about, we want to say, 500 yards. Maybe. It was probably longer. It was probably like a half a mile, to be honest. And thanks, buddy. I bet you're looking good too, Brian. I got to call you. Call me later tonight if you can. So anyway, the stretch is about a half a mile or so. And we'd be like, a bunch of us would be walking back to the hotel and be like, it's the Stingray 500. It was like the longest 500 yards to get back, or half a mile, I don't know, to get back to the hotel, and it was kind of brutal. When sometimes we started to race each other, running back, all drunk and everything. And so it emerged into let's see who can run back the fastest with their pants down around their ankles. I don't know the stuff we come up with. So it's like pants down, and people be running like all short steps and stuff, trying to get all the way back almost a half a mile with your pants around your ankles, getting back to this hotel. Anyway, so we called it the Stingray 500. Every night, you go party, and then it'd be the Stingray 500 going back. A little nuts. Anyway, all right. So let me show you what is going to happen here. We're going to get this bowl and move these giraffes out of here, because the beef is pretty much browned up, so we're pretty good there. I'm going to lower the heat. I'm going to pour in some milk. I want to put more than I'm glad I'm making this the second time. I'm going to put about 2 cups in here. Yeah, 2.5, whatever. I want a whole lot of fluid on there. So that goes in there. We're going to take bread, our bread, and I added 4 pieces last time. Let's see how well that goes. I think I've got more beef in this mixture. Anyway, so your bread goes in here. You should use Texas toast, although they didn't have it at the store today, so I'm just using bread. And then just break up the bread. So here, right? I'm just going to break this up. And squeeze most of the milk out. Not all of it, doesn't matter, just some of it. And there we go. A couple more pieces of bread in there and the milk. Squeeze some of that out. Break it all up. Again, this is just going to add like some sustenance to this. I don't know. It's going to help it stick together when it all bakes. Woo! So we got milk squirting all over the place. It's a family show, guys. Keep it real. Keep it polite. Okay, there we go. Let me rinse this off. I may end up adding more. I may add more to this, more bread. Yeah, probably, maybe another piece or 2. Okay, so anyway, you're stirring the bread. Let's add another couple pieces. 2 more. Dip it in the milk. Squeeze it out mostly. Break it all up. And again, this is really wanted like Texas toast. I don't know if it really matters, but the recipe calls for Texas toast. There was no Texas toast at the grocery store. So not the end of the world. Right? You make do. When life gives you lemonades, like the C word today, we make bobotie. That's what we make. We sit at home, we go on a safari, and we make bobotie. That's what happens. All right, that's good. I like the additions there. So now we're going to add raisins. I got a cup of raisins going in there. Boom, perfect. Cup of raisins being stirred in. We're going to add apricot. It calls for a teaspoon. Apricot jam. I'm going to add a nice heaping teaspoon because I've got a little bit more than the recipe actually calls for in here. So, let's get that out. Oh, it's okay. We lost a little bit. That's good. Now I want to add some chutney. I'm going to add. This called for like a teaspoon or a half a tablespoon, but we're going to add probably a full tablespoon there. And then curry powder. Curry powder, it wanted I don't know, that was a half a tablespoon. The apricot was a full tablespoon. The chutney was a full tablespoon. That curry powder right there, I probably just added probably close to a full tablespoon in there, maybe even a little bit more. So I like curry, so in this batch I'm just going to curry it up. I'm going to stir this up. We're going to put some salt and pepper in here too. So let's add, I like the pepper thing that I got, guys. Oh my goodness, I love this. Just pour it upside down here. All right, it just goes. It's got LED on there. And it grinds your pepper up very nicely. So I don't have to sit here, and I love pepper too. But I don't have to sit here and crank the thing anymore. So nice. Okay. And we'll add a little bit of salt. Perfect. Let's mix that all up. Yeah, we'll just add pretty much salt and pepper to taste. I like pepper. I added a bunch more. And that's what it is. So we got chutney. We've got apricot jam. We've got beef. We've got onions, bread, raisins, curry powder, salt and pepper. That is your mix. That's it. Really easy. And this is going to go in the oven for an hour. So, cool. That's done. And at the same time, I'm going to take out the other one that's in there already, and we're going to let that sit. see. Oh, guys, look at that. Nice and browned on top. We've got the egg mix going on, because the extra, what we're going to do with this mix, the extra milk, we're going to dump some eggs in there and whisk it up, put some salt and pepper, and we're going to be good to go. So, let me get another baking dish. This one's a little bigger. I actually want to make it a little bit of less stick. I'm going to put some olive oil spray on here. Lovely, lovely. Okay, and then we're going to probably get to trivia after this. So, let's get this dumped in. And, oh, there we go. The whole skillet. It's approximately 2 pounds of beef, about 2 medium onions diced up. If you're wondering what to add on the sizes there. There we go. And I'm going to smooth this into the pan like so. Like so. We're going to do that. It's very interesting, right? Like, who puts raisins with beef and everything? I don't know. Really strange. But the South Africans invented this, and I am sure it is going to taste simply marvelous. The oven is pretty much already heated. So I know this, oh, perfect. This is at the top of the hour. This is going in. Actually, I don't even need these right now because this pan is not hot. Come on. Come on, Matt. Get with the program. All right. So that went in there. 350 degrees. That's going to go for an hour. Oh, I did that again. I hate when I do that. How do we flip this thing around? Sorry, guys. There we go. My fat, pretty face. Look. All right. So. I can smell the curry on that. Interesting. Very interesting. Man. All right. We're going to let it cool. We're going to let it sit. I'm going to remove the bay leaves from the top. Don't really know what the bay leaves are going to do with that too much, but, you know, the recipe called for it. Probably added a little bit of aroma and scent to everything. I don't know. But I'm taking those. I'm going to throw those away. You guys watching me on Facebook, I'm going to give you guys an advantage. Let me get the link to the trivia. I'm going to give you an advantage to get in quicker. Right. Coffee. I'm finding it, guys. So I got to jump on Facebook. I think this is probably going to go into the comments. I'm going to at least hope to do that, or I can message. Who's on there now? Somebody say, yes, I'm watching live right now, and I can message you the link to put in here. I think so. Let's see. All right, I put the link in the comments, but I think it's in a... Okay, Dawn, you're on there. All right, do you know how to put it in the comments? If you take this, I send you this, just copy and paste it into the comments, and it should work. Let's see. I gotta find Dawn and message him. There we go, Dawn. I found you. And paste. Okay, you just copy and paste that link into the... Oh, let's see. Oh. Copy and paste that link into the comments. Let's see if that works. Maria's cooking in Spanish. You'll love it. Let's see. I'm also going to... Oh, I think I might be able to drop it in here, too. Okay, I think I can. Let's see if that worked. There it is. Boom! So jump on that link, create a name, and we'll get ready for the trivia. I'll have you guys ready. Yeah, you create a name and all that. We'll get ready for the trivia. It's going to be fun. All trivia from South Africa. 15 questions. About 15 seconds per question. The faster you answer, you will get more points. So that's all good.
Joel, how you coming there, honey?
And I'm gonna have them come over to me probably in a minute here.
Hey, look at that.
Ooh, put that towards the back. We already got that stuff done. Okay, that's good. You guys able to get in that thing? Yeah? Hopefully. Answer, jump in, all that jazz. and I'm going to show them how to create the this mixture. We're gonna need eggs. Oh, we got eggs. Yeah, let's come back to Matty. I'm totally ready. Let me show you what we've got here before we go to the trivia. I did take the dish out of the oven, so it's still hot. I'm going to let it cool for a bit, and I finished the other plate, and it went into the oven. So we've got a nicely browned on top, a little bit blackened. Hopefully we didn't burn too much of it. Not a baker. So, but you know, the raisins you can see at the top and the egg mixture is lined on top. I'm going to actually add more egg mixture to the next one. So again, though, what went on top was an egg mixture and milk and some bay leaves that were lined on top. And then it went back into the oven for about 30 minutes. So now that's done. It's cooling. So in about 15 minutes, I should be able to try it with the wine. This should be perfect. The other dish is in there, but let me show you how to make this mixture. All right. Oh, yeah, first 100 people that sign up and do their name. I will start the trivia, so I won't start just yet. The first 100 people in there will give you a chance to get signed up. Yep. Yeah, it should open up a separate tab, so it shouldn't remove them from the Zoom. And then they'll be able to create a name that they want for themselves, and then it'll be waiting for the game to start.
Okay, so I'm testing this out here for everybody.
Or are we at 100?
I don't know how you get it out.
I don't know. I've never maxed it out, so I'm not sure. I just got it like the other week. Oops, I dropped a shell in there.
Hey, Matty, is this like the game that we all played the other night?
Yes, exactly. However, I have created my own questions. So it
takes you to trivia of South Africa.
Perfect.
And then it says the game will begin shortly. Is that correct?
That's correct. Good.
And you hit accept. So I'm trying to talk everybody through this. So you hit accept.
Yep.
Right? Highlight the link, and then copy it and paste it into your browser.
Yep, that could work too, if it's not working like a link.
You know how to copy and paste.
Copy and paste. We are good at that.
Well,
Okay. Yep, that is correct. Yep, I need to start the games, and I have not started it yet. So that's good. So I've got some... We've got... You guys kind of see that. I'm putting in some more pepper in here. We've got 5 eggs, actually, a bunch of milk, probably at least 2.5, 3 cups worth. And now I'm putting some pepper. Whisk that up. Add a little bit of salt, just a touch of salt. And we're making meatloaf. Ma! The meatloaf! You know what movie that's from? So that's ready. This is what's going to go on top of that dish when that comes out. So it's ready. All right. Are you guys in the trivia?
If you're not in the trivia, it's in the comments somewhere. Grab a link. I don't know.
So far, it looks like Maria has her stuff plated up there. So let's check it out.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Maria.
Oh, look.
Woo! What up, Henry? Guys, I'll try to drop it one more time. Get in, if you still can, if there's not 100 people, get in the trivia game. Show, drop it again. Okay, if that doesn't work, copy and paste that link into a separate browser, then create yourself a name. I'm going to start the trivia. It's going to be all trivia on South Africa. They'll start in about a minute or so. Still open. Okay, yeah, I haven't started it yet, so you're okay. Letting people have time to get in there. and then the questions will be about 15 seconds. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Once you pick a question, you can't change it. So if you pick the wrong one, you're screwed. So be careful. Okay? And there are some easy questions. There's some tough questions.
So from my understanding,
All right, let's see.
click on that link. You're going to put your name
You're
there,
gonna
and you're going to answer.
click on the link, put your name. You're going to answer. It'll be multiple choice. So let me go back. I'll explain this again. All right, want me to explain how it's going to work again?
Go for it, Mr. Matty.
Okay, so yeah, you click on the link or copy and paste in a separate browser, choose a name, and the game should be the game you're waiting to start. Once I start it, there's going to be a total of 15 questions. Each question will be multiple choice. They typically have about 4 answers. There's a few that have only 2 answers. The faster you answer correctly, the more points you will get. However, if you pick a question, once you pick your answer is locked. You will not be able to change it. So if you're trying to go for speed and you guess the wrong answer, that's on you. You're going to be stuck. All right? And then it'll go from question to question. It's going to keep track of everybody's points. At the end of each question, it's going to let you know what place you're in. All right? So this is going to be good, I hope. Can we... the thing too. Can we pin, like, Priscilla, can you have the game up and then share your screen? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Did you join? Yeah, because you can play too. I'm not going to play because I did the answers, so I'd get 100%.
We're figuring that out now. Can you unmute yourself so we can see your wonderful dinner? Oh, sure. Hold on just 1 second. Oh, sorry, hon.
Paul said he could share if need be. Let me mute myself. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys are ready. It's going to be fun. If you went to my page beforehand, I put the recipe on this. There's a few of the questions that you might, if you read my page, that there's some answers in there. I don't say this is the trivia question, but you'd have to read the page to know. So, for those of you who went and checked out the page, you might know 2 or 3 of the answers. I don't know. But there's 15, so it might give you a little bit of an edge, but not too much, because there's some tough. Jen, if you're just joining us, there's trivia in the thing. Get in there if you still can. It's going to be fun. We could have 100 people. I don't know. All right. Let's see if we're ready to go. We're kind of waiting for these people over here. There's a bunch of people on that. It's fun. And then in the top 3 get points, and the points are go to our competition in Vegas where you can win cheeses, you can win wines, you can win dinners, you can win adventures, you can win what else? I mean, we have trips. Like we did a trip to Punta Cana. I won that trip. So this wine club is flipping awesome, and we're all working online from home, and it is like we're growing like crazy. I think we grew something like 15% or something. We've been steadily growing month over month over month at 15%, which is awesome. I love it. But I mean, there's a lot of people out there without jobs that need part-time income and stuff like that. Want a plan B? Hit me up. I got you. If you're interested, I'll show you what we're doing. If you're like, yeah, that sounds like fun too, I'd like to be a part of it. Great. I will show you what to do, and I will help you, and I will train you how to do it. Not hard. Everything we do is easy. There's a lot to what we do, but everything we do is very simple. And we have a lot of fun and drink a lot of wine and stuff like that too. But it's not all about wine. We've got, there's all sorts of stuff. Weight loss coffee. There's all sorts of skincare, creams, free TV, streaming music, cryptocurrencies, like a whole bunch of stuff we're doing. It's insane. I'm going to see if we should be ready to go on this. If you haven't gone in there, find that link. We're starting very shortly. And this wine is good. Jen, if you're still on here, Jennifer Summers, I'm drinking the Discoveries. And you're right down the street. Shame on you. You should swing by here one Wednesday and have some wines, because I know you probably are all out of your wines because you drink them so fast. I have a ton here. Oh, I also have, like if anybody did stop by tonight, I've got Kauai Red. It's the pride of South Africa. I made this wine. I created the label for this wine. And Kauai is a slang word in South Africa meaning, kind of means like bad, but in the slang term of it, it's like bad meaning good. Like, oh, that's really bad, man. That's bad. Like bad meaning good. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. What was that from? Anyway. If we screen share, will we see the answer that the person picks? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe. Not sure. Sure won't matter. All right, I'm ready. Great question, Deanna. Deanna had the question of if we screen share, will the person that's screen sharing will we be able to see the answer that the person picks? Probably. I'm guessing so. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, you should share this. Are you guys ready? Want me to start it? Let's see what happens. I don't know. I've never done this before like this. Yeah, chances are I'm going to see. Okay, you ready? Game will begin shortly. Yeah, ready? Here we go. But should be going. Are you sharing your screen? Oh, no, I don't. Well, if everybody can see it, whatever. The questions should be going.
Which color is not a part of the South American flag?
South African.
South Africa. Pink. Obviously pink. We can find out because of our technical difficulties. So let's go to the next one.
Next question. Okay. Question number 2. Yeah, so you don't know if Priscilla's answer was correct or not. We'll just be able to see what she picked, but not if it's correct.
Where did we pick it? I tried on the website, it didn't work. I got it.
Should be working. Is it giving the okay, well, let's see. Oh, show the rankings on the leaderboard. How about that? Oh, David Hartwig. Oh, okay. Next question. I hope you guys are playing on there too. Few more seconds and question closed. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. There's David Hartwig still up there. All right, Stacy's up there. Okay, next question. Hope you guys are in there too. Yeah, some of these questions are going to be tough. Yeah, the faster you guess. Oh, yeah, yep. Okay. Oh, David! Still gaining points. Your first human transplant was performed in Cape Town on what body part?
My bathtub. You are too funny. I'm just gonna have fun. I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. This is always for fun. Come on. Oh, Stacy takes the lead. Oh. Next question. South Africa is the highest commercial bungee jumping bridge in the world. True or false? Again. It's okay. Ooh, Stacy's still in the lead. Question number 7. Mercedes-Benz makes left or right-hand drive cars for South Africa. Basically saying, what side of the road do they Drive on. The right-hand side was correct. Stacy's doing good. They're going to start to get harder. South Africa's how many capital cities? Very interesting. Most countries only have one capital city. Like, what the heck? What are you talking about, multiple capital cities? What? Oh, Carol! Carol takes the lead. The answer was 3. Okay. 3. So which one is not the capital city of South Africa? They're going to get harder too. Oh. Ooh, that was correct, Priscilla. Johannesburg was correct. Ooh, Carol. How many official languages does South Africa have? Whoa! Man! Languages. Lingua. Maria Lingua. 11 was 11. Carol's still in the lead. Stacy's close behind. And Big Lou. All right. Question number 11. Which is not an official language of South Africa. I give up. Greg's like, I give up. Come on, Greg. Answer's wrong. The answer there was French. Yeah. Yes, all the other languages were official. 4 more questions left. Carol Baskin! What? Oh my God. That's got to be Heather. Yeah, FIFA did host the World Cup, or South Africa did host the World Cup. In which year did they host it? Yeah, that's okay. I know they're going to get the last ones are going to get tough. Carol Baskin, dang, the Tigers. The year that was 2010, I think it was. I think that was. Wait. It was, 2010. That was right. Okay. Question 13. National flower. National flower of South Africa. What's up, Roberta? We're playing trivia on here. It's like, so frustrating. Answer was C, King Sugar Bush. Carol Baskin still has the lead. Paul Rankin coming up in the mark. And PJ not far behind. Okay, wow. This is going to come down to the last 2 questions. South Africa's #1 export. They export all of them. But what's their #1? Answer was gems and precious metals A. Paul Rankin, and Carol Baskin still is. No, the answer, it was precious metals and gems. Really? Because everything flashed up no, not vehicles. They do export vehicles. Wow, I can actually see 46 people voted for gems and precious metals. Yeah, it's okay. You got it wrong. It's all right. All right. We love. Last question. Oh, that's correct. Are we ready for the last question? This could go either way with this top 3. I mean, even Stacy, Shelly, anybody could win this. All right, ready? Here we go. Ooh, wine routes. How long is the longest wine route? The answer was C. 528 miles. Let's see who won. Carol Baskin! Yes! That's incredible. Carol freaking Baskin! Dang it! Good job. Oh, and it knocked Paul down to 4th. Wow. So you want to screen share that, or like keep track? What? I don't know who Chris is. Which is? Yeah, that's got to be Heather, isn't it?
Yeah, guys, it's Heather.
Yeah, that's Heather.
What did you say about the top?
I think it's. I don't know.
10 goes to the next one, or
Oh no, that's the top 3. That 1, 2, 3. That's the final.
you're giving it permission for Maury to get points?
Yeah, for the top 3.
Do you want me to write this down, or you write it down?
Please, can you? That'd be awesome.
And what are we doing? So Carol gets 20 points?
I think, what is it, 20, 10, 5? Like, what is that? I forget what he normally does.
Yeah, we tried this out over the weekend, and it was tons of fun.
Yeah.
That is great. 10. What a great idea, Matty. Chris Dobbs?
It went good. Chris, yeah, I don't know which Chris that is.
Okay, whoever's name is number 3, can you please tell me your last name? Yeah, he just wrote the chat. It's fast. I can't see his chat because I'm sharing the screen. It's fast. Thank you, guys.
Awesome stuff. That was good. That was a lot faster and easier to do, right?
No, it's 15 harder. Just enough.
Yeah, perfect. Good job, guys.
Good job, Matty.
Yep. And everybody got to participate. Oh, I'll try my dish is done. I can dish it out and taste it for you guys.
Okay, that'd be great.
Fantastic. Carol Baskin, I can't believe this. Ridiculous. I'm like,
Yes, I'm used to those.
yeah, no, that's, you probably had to. I mean, how would you have known all that?
No idea. Well, good for you, girl. And I enrolled a new state member today.
Woo!
Good job. It's a good day overall for being Carol Baskin. Yay, Carol.
Carol freaking Baskin, way to go.
If you guys don't know who that is, just Google it, and a ton of stuff will come up.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious and pretty funny that she actually won. That's great. All right.
I'm thinking about making a new page on my PBS about Tiger King.
It's probably a good idea.
Hey, Heather.
Oh my gosh.
Heather, next time you want to put your own name there so that if I'm not taking points. Oh, yes, I know. I'm not doing that.
We all know. I knew that was Heather. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at that. So very good. Just brown, a little brown and blackened on the top. The inside is perfect. It is like a meatloaf. It's got.
What did you call that?
We've got. It is Bobotie. 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 A traditional meal from South Africa, and really good. It's like a meatloaf with unique flavors. I can taste the curry, the chutney, the raisins. Very different. Ooh. Oh, that does just finish it off really nicely, actually. That was actually perfect. This really brings out the flavors and complements those tastes nicely, because this has like a little bit of leather to it. The discoveries from our club. Leather. It had some orange, and it had a little bit of, I think, ruby red to it, and it just like is bringing out the flavors of the raisins, especially the curry and the chutney. It enhances everything. This is great.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Let's go ahead and remind you.
Freaking lovely, guys. This is like super easy to make. right? Let me kind of show you, right? It's like, so we got the egg on top, if you can see that yellowness, right? That's the egg on there. A little burnt on top, but that's okay. The insides, as you can see, is like kind of perfect. And we've got the flavors of the apricot. That's really good. Yeah, normally I would put like ketchup on my meatloaf, but this this does not need ketchup at all. I might try it with some ketchup just to see what it's like, but I think that would destroy it. Yeah, because you can taste the apricot. Wow. That's good. This wine, a Cabernet, a light Cabernet, would bring out the flavors of this really well. We've got an awesome one with our club, which is the Discoveries Cabernet. As I was saying earlier, it's got leather to it. It's got some orange. It's got some like ruby red grapefruit to it. Oh yeah, I'm training this Saturday. It'll be awesome. Really bringing out the flavors of the apricot and the raisins. And with the meat, the cab. Perfect. Good selection. I love it. Awesome. Woo! So with that being said, again, thank you for watching. Bless you guys. I'll drop a link to my Wine and Dine channel. I've got a YouTube Wine and Dine where I upload these two. And I will drop a thing to my travel channel because I love to travel. And you know, tonight here, we were going on a safari. We have got, in the kitchen, we've got all sorts of animals. We have the giraffe sections. We've got our Discoveries wine. We've got the rhino. I actually got, this is a heart of a tree trunk. They carved this out of the heart of a tree trunk. And I got this in Colombia, which is awesome. Another wine that I actually made. If you're in Vegas, hit me up. We can go and make some wine. This is Kauai. I created the label, the name, and the wine as well. This is a delicious wine. I really like that. It's kind of a special one. And the chicken, as always, the chicken makes an appearance. We got a toucan over there. I got that in Cartagena, I believe. And of course, Crocodile, he made an appearance, and so this little guy, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Been fun. Hope you joined into the trivia. I don't know if you got how well you did, but hopefully you did okay. And join me next week where we'll be doing some sort of meal from some country. We'll be going around. What's up, Jay? And I will talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome night and awesome week. See you next week. Bye.